Hey everyone, Chubby Shadow here. Tonight's video is about the black-eyed kids. And it's such a scary thought that, I don't know, I had to do a video about it. Anyway, so who are the black-eyed kids? The black-eyed kids will look like normal human children between the ages of 6 and 16, but with pale skin and completely black eyes. And people who have been approached or within close proximity to black-eyed kids report a feeling of unease that wash over them. Nothing about the children's appearance, aside from the eyes, genuinely frighten the people. They report feeling anxiety and terror within their presence. Some people also have reported seeing black-eyed kids that have talons for feet or other demonic attributes, but most sightings are of seemingly normal children. Black-eyed kids are also commonly described as wearing dated clothing or dressing in a manner that is not typical of a normal child of their age. Black-eyed children always ask for something. It's always something that involves being in close quarters with you. They will ask for a ride in your vehicle or to enter your home to use the phone. There are no reported stories of what happens when you let a black-eyed kid into your vehicle or home. All of the stories come from people whose eerie feelings made them flee from the children. So the earliest sighting of a black-eyed kid was from journalist Brian Bethel in 1996. There have been many creepypastas, but Bethel has insisted the incident was real and happened exactly the way he said it did. In 2014, a British paper reported that sightings of black-eyed kids around the world are rising. Theories about the black-eyed kids are that they are vampires, aliens, or of demonic origin. The following are stories that people have told about their experiences with the black-eyed kids. On March 17, 2008, I had my one and only encounter with a black-eyed kid. Before my experience, I had never heard of anything having to do with the black-eyed kids. I was 12. I was sitting outside of a hairdresser's in an old Chevy pickup, waiting for my mom to get her hair cut. About 15 minutes had passed, and I saw some kid walking back and forth along the sidewalk in front of my parked car. At first, I thought I recognized him as one of my friends from school, so I banged on the front windshield until he looked my way. It was not anyone I knew. At this point, I was not scared at all. Not yet. The boy walked over to the side of my car and just stares. I think he did that to get a good look at his eyes, to freak me out. Let me tell you, if you've never seen a black-eyed kid, you have no idea what to imagine. Pupils black as the night sky. The boy whispers, "You must let me in." And then I locked the car doors and ducked down into the space below the seats. 5 minutes later, he was gone. When my mother got into the car, she told me a boy with black eyes had came into the hairdresser's and insisted for my mother to give him the keys to the car. She refused. Thank God she did. The incident took place about 13 years ago. I had just moved into a new city with my wife. We were small-town newlyweds from the Midwest. We moved cross-country to one of the biggest cities in the Southwest so I could attend graduate school. Being naive and new to city living, I habitually answered the door without a second thought. Never again after this. The first thing that should have tipped me off to the peculiarity of the situation was the fact that someone was knocking at 6 in the morning. The second thing that should have dawned on me is this kid had to reach over a rather tall patio gate to unlatch and open it. The knock at the door was startling. My wife and I were getting ready for work, a pretty normal routine. The moment I opened the door, I was overtaken with an inexplicable sense of fear. To this day, I can picture him. Teenager, average height, average build, knee-length black leather coat, short black hair, and sunglasses. The sunglasses at 6 a.m. struck me as odd, and even more odd, he was eating an apple. He was very polite and asked if he could come in and warm up. I said no, closed the door, and slid the security chain into place. A moment later, another knock. I opened the now chained door, and before I could speak, he asked again if he could come in and warm up. No, I replied, and attempted to close the door. Before the door could shut, he put his hand out, stopping the door on its hinges. He looked directly into my eyes, still wearing his sunglasses, and said, "Can I at least get some ketchup for my apple?" "F that," I reply, albeit a little confused. "Get the hell out of here. My wife is calling the police." He takes a moment to let his information sink in, lowers his glasses, revealing eyes as black as obsidian, and says, "No, you won't be calling anybody." At that moment, I force the door closed, lock it, and call out to my wife. She is scared crapless, hiding in the bedroom. All jacked up on adrenaline, I rip the curtains back to look out the window next to the door. He's gone. Absolutely no trace of him. I go out on the patio and check the gate. It's still latched from the inside. That was effed up, I think to myself, and as I turn to enter the house, I notice a half-eaten apple lying on the ground. Alright, so that's the ever-frightening black-eyed kids. I don't know what I'd do if they knocked on my car window or door. I guess freak and throw something at them, I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.